I grew up in the country, so I grew up exploring the woods behind our house, riding horses at my grandpa's, like following the creek. I literally could go over the creek and follow the creek to my grandma's house. So I would go over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. And so I just grew up doing that. But I also had this like deep desire as a kid to just explore the wilderness. We were living in Rockwall outside of Dallas for about 5 years, and we lived right on a lake. And CJ's brother was in town, and he's like, let's go kayaking. And I looked at CJ and I was like, we have lived on a lake for 5 years and we've never gone kayaking. Like, why are we calling ourselves outdoors people if we're living right next to a huge trail and a lake and we're not utilizing it, and all we're doing is focusing on when we can go to Colorado again? So, I mean, we still go to Colorado a lot, but at the same time, we were thinking about how we needed to explore more of what was available. So I'm the founder of ExploreMore DFW, and we lead outdoor trips all over Dallas. Yes, we are looking to expand all over, obviously the United States. I have contacts in different areas, so obviously there's places that would be easier to expand to. So I think the problem that ExploreMore solves is people spend the majority of their life indoors. They don't spend time outside. They're constantly looking for their next vacation, their next adventure, which I am all for big adventures, but at the same time, your backyard is bigger than you think. So at a risk of not sounding too scientific, because we're about having fun and exploring, I'm not a medical professional or psychological professional or anything like that, but there's so many studies out there that show that being outside is so good for your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. I mean, there's studies that show people in hospitals who have windows facing trees recover faster than people who don't have windows. Kids who are outside more often have better balance, they're happier, they're more healthy. And that goes for adults too. It's more than just getting your vitamin D. But our most popular hike is a hike, yoga, and brew. So we'll all meet people can register. We'll meet at a trailhead. We'll meet up. We'll do a short little yoga practice outside, like right there at the trailhead, about 20, 30 minutes. I know yoga can be intimidating to some people. I get a lot of people, I'm just not a yoga person. I'm like, well, we stand there, do a couple poses for about 20 minutes, and then we start hiking. Like, this is not your typical yoga class. But I also think it's really good for people, especially in today's world, especially after COVID, to just slow down. But we'll just do some yoga, some outdoor meditation, and then we will just start hiking. And we'll hike for about 3 miles. We may stop a couple times in the hike and do some mindfulness practice or just talk, or if we see something really cool, we'll stop and talk about it. And then when we get back, we will kind of all reconvene, and then I'll tell people the brewery is about 5 minutes down the road. If you want to go hang out for a little bit longer, you're more than welcome, or you can save your beer token and use it later. More often than not, everybody goes to the brewery. I love seeing people on the hikes meeting and building relationships, building community, that people who wouldn't have otherwise met. And we just get people from all walks of life, all ages, all family dynamics. Everybody is welcome. And ExploreMore also it means more than just going outside. Like, we want people to explore more outside of their social circle. Like, the world is so much bigger than your social circle. So building your opinions on the world based on the few people that you interact with is just so close-minded. And so we also want people to meet other people and meet people that are different than them and just explore more of their mindset on the world. So you can find out more about ExploreMore at ExploreMoreDFW.com or on Facebook or Instagram at ExploreMoreDFW. Every person should spend 10 minutes outside, but if you're too busy, you should spend an hour.